was in friendlies that they played. So these two have a little bit matchup knowledge on each other even. So we're gonna see how they open up. He's gonna opt in for that counter here. Also, Lemony will be joining me on comms in a second. We're gonna opt in for the counter, even percents. However, Beetle does have his Arsene here right now, actually. Gonna send June a little bit off stage here, gaining very, very easy percent with Joker. Arsene, such high damage output, but you're able to drag down combos still. So it's a lot you can do with Arsene. I feel like Arsene that early might not be too good, because then by the time you run out, Lucina is at kill percent, and then you really have to work for your kills as Joker. I didn't see it. I do think that Beetle countered one of June's up airs there, because his meter is almost already full again. But sending June off stage, trying to edge guard with Gone, not gonna hit any of the shots though. Just gonna shield each other's options right there. June opting in for that fair, very fast fair. Almost, I mean, you could air dodge there if you're expecting it. Other than that, I don't think that there could have really been much you could have done. Beetle does have its Arsene though. Both up smashes will flank from the other sides of each other. Let's see if he can put on work with this Arsene here. Both are going to be able to recover, trying to wall out with the back air. However, Lucina's disjoints are bigger than Joker's, even with Arsene. So, Beetle's not going to get really any mileage off the Arsene here. That's really unfortunate. And here we have Lemony Bard on comms.
So true. Hi.
Gonna see June gonna get that recovery here. Just kind of gaining a lot of this extra credit despite being that 150 against Joker. Trying to go for that edge guard. That was a good air dodge on Beetle for the stalling of the lower edge guard, and finally getting that stock with back air. Gonna need to get a lot of percent here, which he definitely can do with drag down combos. I have seen it from him. He could definitely turn this around.
Definitely a huge deficit here, but not just him too, because of Joker in general. I think obviously falling off in the tier list a bit there and ending that, but the character can definitely make some massive comebacks. It's the comeback mechanic.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Where you have it's kind of like a different Pyramithra where you have those combos and then you have that damage output. But the damage output is so lagless, but so much. Where that could have just been an easy kill and a reversal, but it is not. And not full stock advantage, but almost there. I know June is definitely looking for something here. Oh, gonna SD. I know she tried stalling her recovery, but she tried stalling it too much and unfortunately will not make it back. Beetle no longer having Arsene though, so gonna have to put in a bit of work here.
Losing that stage control, but trying to gain it back there and getting it back for a second there, but.
June's still gonna keep Beetle in disadvantage though. Gonna get him off stage. Probably gonna go for, I was expecting a back air, but the Joker's just barely this time.
Oh, little drag down.
Yeah, drag down grab here. Sending June up the platform to get that dare. Trying to counter, but her missing worked for her there. Not gonna send Beetle off stage. Gonna accidentally reverse that F tilt here. This is actually very dangerous for either character. But Beetle was at 151. Oh my god, this is rough.
This is tense.
Definitely a tense game. What was looking like a full stock league. I got that drag down.
The drag down, not quite.
And then Uppy almost killing from the other side of the stage. Almost anything kills here.
Wow.
Like back air.
Very nice.
That turned to a very close game very fast, and that's just how it is as Joker.
Yeah.
We're seeing the ban of FT and Kalos, which I think is very smart bans for. I think the Kalos ban is smart. I think.
Yeah. I don't know, because the thing is too is that Joker can definitely capitalize off of those platforms versus not having any. But
interesting ban.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm thinking more about now. I feel like you may want to ban something like mid-class or anything with flats. I feel like.
Yeah, that's a good point. Cause I was thinking of it, the other way around for a second there, but you're right. Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Joker definitely does get a lot more off those flats, a lot more off those drag downs than Lucina does. So that's something that people want to ban. However, June. However, double class do work out for both characters.
Absolutely. And those are some of those that like you hear a lot of people kind of default kind of ban because they're like there are a couple of stages that a lot of people just don't like.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I feel like you're never gonna get FD as a Joker pick anyways, but it's just banning the stage that you're probably not gonna get. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, we're seeing this opening of game 2 with June's advantage stay a little bit, but Beetle does have Arsene, so I'm just gonna send Beetle right off stage. Beetle unfortunately not getting too much off of Arsene. It seems like he gets a lot more of his damage without Arsene than with Arsene.
Absolutely.
Maybe not knowing too many better combos with Arsene. Other than just walling out with Bear, because it seems like that he opts in for more combos, more drag downs.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it was MK Leo too who once said that like a lot of people when they go to Arsene they focus on the big moves a little too much too.
Yeah.
So a lot of people it feels like when they go into Arsene it's like, oh, I'm gonna search for that kill, I'm gonna search for this one specific combo kind of thing.
And I feel like that definitely works. I feel like that could. I'm not saying that it is. I feel like it could be Beetle's mindset because oh my god, that was a really nice edge guard from June. Still really nice edge guard. He's out of resources. Okay. As I was saying though, I do think that is definitely the case with Beetle. I've seen him play a little bit. He comes to CUs a lot. And I've seen him get a lot more mileage without Arsene than with Arsene. And I think that could be it, because I'd see him try to wall out more with with Arsene.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to go for the drag down combos or just fast hitting moves that could just send your opponent into disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of treated like an earlier, because obviously he was one of the first DLC characters, not counting Plant. He was it's like an earlier form of the way people play Pyramithra, except in Pyramithra's case it's kind of the case that's kind of how you play the character sometimes. But yeah, it's just an interesting way to see it. And speaking of which, it's kind of interesting to see this matchup in general. It feels like very early Smash Ultimate, and that back air is going to do it.
Yeah, that's a full-on 3-stock. Yeah. I could definitely see a switch character for Beetle. Yeah, just heard it. I think he said that he's going Beetlethebard right now.
That Byleth is cooking too.
Going Byleth.
Yeah, and Jack did not know the Byleth combo against DK.
I didn't know that was a thing either, but once I saw DK, I was like, what?
Yeah, it is an interesting pick.
I feel like I understand that he might be not feeling as comfortable with Bowser.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like your Bowser DK.
Yeah.
Either way, that was insane.
Yeah. That was. Yeah.
That was good matchup knowledge on Beetle's end too.
Yep. Up B nair is a thing, and then if you DI in, you can just up air, and the DK is just dead. That was a minute 20 match. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's so funny.
I forgot it was a mail ult.
Yo.
Alrighty, so we're seeing game 3 here. To see if we're gonna see the character switch work in Beetle's favor, if it will work against him. I feel like there's not much it could work against. June kind of figured out his Joker pretty fast. So Beetle will get the early % lead of a 50 margin.
I definitely like the way I've been seeing Beetle, because I'd never seen Beetle's Byleth before. I really like the way that he's playing with Beetle. This Byleth. Just a lot of the gameplay just feels reminiscent of like being like, okay, this is something that MK Leo does, and this is something that I can do, kind of feeling.
Right, MK Leo does. This is like counterfeit MK Leo.
Yeah. Bootleg.
We have MK Leo at home. I definitely do like how he spaces a lot of stuff, and I forget who was. I think it's Mania and Ion Comp, where he definitely gets a lot of those like reaction ledge get ups or reaction tech chases with Byleth. Granted, he does do stuff preemptively, but he does definitely get a lot of reaction. That was a good air dodge, just barely being able to recover there. So that's definitely where his Byleth is good, and I definitely know he wants to get better as Joker, but Byleth is kind of his character sometimes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that just happens when you're a co-mate. Oh, that would have shield broken or just killed. That was death either way.
That's a good one. I love that move so much.
Yeah, that was
so fun to see.
Such an insane shield breaker. If you hold shield on that, like your only option there was to roll out.
Yeah, or parry. And that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much. And parrying so risky.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And with the big hitbox, I definitely caught June's jump there.
Yeah.
That was kind of huge for Beetle right now.
Absolutely.
Even though she was at kill %, it's getting that kill then and there was pretty good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's
Get
just
stuff
not
like that, yeah.
right into a momentum into another stock.
Yeah.
Maybe a reverse 3L, maybe an upset. We'll see. Oh my god, and then coming back with
shield
a
breaks.
shield breaker up and up. I've also mentioned this on comms where June where June pretty much conditions her opponent into shielding so she can pull out shield breaker at second to last stock.
Oh yeah.
At like game 3 or like when she's one game from winning, so then she can move the match into her favor, and it's very good. That's something that she does. Because in your head, it's like she never.
Ooh, is that it?
No tech will. That will be
wow.
it. That was a really good FB.
That was.
But as I was saying, so, and this is like, I remember she did this to me, and that's when I realized, oh my god. Because I'm like, okay, she's never using shield break.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up from ledge and I'm gonna shield. Because I want to play patient. We're game 3, best of 3. Like second to last stock, I need to play a little bit patient, and she shield broke me, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, because you expect an offensive option, but you don't expect that if you're holding it in your pocket the whole time. It's definitely good conditioning.
Yeah, absolutely. It is very, very nice on her end, but we will see game 4 on town still. Wait, it was Smashville last time. What's the time Smashville? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, no, this is Town and City. That was Smashville.
That was Smashville. Okay, good stage pick on June. Because she gets a lot more kills off the sides, whereas Beetle gets not more kills off the top, but more than June does.
Yeah.
Especially as Byleth, with your up air. Your up air.
Seriously though.
It does pay his taxes a lot. Though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it is a very valid thing.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see that first come, and then we're gonna see just that raw down smash taking that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And that's something too, is that when it comes to stuff like that, I feel like a lot of the times, and I say this all the time when I'm on comms, but I feel like a lot of the times when you get to this point in the bracket, a lot of the times the best people in the bracket are going to show such good game knowledge. Oh my gosh, though. That shield,
Absolutely. That's when you start getting to like top 5 area, top 4 area. Oh my god! He went for it again. That was a nice time jump by June there. Oh my god, that was scary. That's like the second time this dog she almost got a shield broken. But yeah, like around like, good air dodge by the way. Around like oh my god, around like top 4s where a lot of these, like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's a character knowledge, but it's also like just a very, very good stage knowledge in general. And I know that kind of goes without saying, but it's just like you said though, the pick was very good from June and everything.
Absolutely, yeah. Just doing whip lessons. I guess obviously not the number limits, but what goes one. That's a very good parry on June's end. Still a full stock up though, so she could kind of sit comfortably if she needs to.
Yeah.
Trying to get as much extra credit as possible. Trying to make sure that last game does not end like it did.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Trying to go for that drag down. Oh my god! That neutral B almost killed via flat. Trying to go for that spot dodge down smash, something that Beetle does like to do a lot.
Yeah.
She will not kill off the top, but she will kill with Nair, and that will be game 3 of loser semis. We're gonna see the run back of June and Manny in losers finals.